By the end of this video, you'll be able to create a custom website for your business, just like this very one you can see on my screen, where your customers can access your product and make lots of purchases from you. Hi, I'm Henry from Read Digitals, and in this video, I will share with you how to create your business website in just three simple steps. The first step is to launch your website. The second step is to install WordPress on your website, and the third step is to design and customize your website using Elementor. It's going to be a step-by-step guide, so make sure you stick with me till the very end of this video so you don't miss out on any part of this vital information I'm about to share with you in this very video. To launch your website, you need to have a domain name and hosting. Basically, a domain name is the address of your website, while hosting is the place where all the informations and data of your website will be stored on the web. So you need to have a domain name and hosting in order to launch your website. To do that, you have to head on to Namecheap. There is a link in the description section of this very video. Click on that link and it will bring you to this Namecheap website. Once you are here on this interface, just come and click on hosting. And when it brings us to this interface, you just have to scroll down. And here you can see all the hosting plans available on Namecheap. We have the Stellar shared hosting, which is $1.48 per month. We equally have the Stellar business share hosting, which is $4.98 per month. It is mostly advisable to go with the Stellar business shared hosting plan if you have enough money for that. But to as a beginner, you can get started with the Stellar shared hosting. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the Stellar shared hosting plan for the sake of this tutorial. You just come and click on get started. When it brings us to this interface, this is where we have to come and choose the domain name we want for our website. So you just have to scroll down, and here you have to come and find a domain name, and you have to make sure this tab is here on this new domain name. If you already have a domain name you've bought from another website, you can just click on existing domain name, but here we don't have a domain name yet, so we are going to be using the option of new domain. Then you scroll down to this section where you have to come and find the domain name you want to use for your website. So I'm just going to use any random name just for the purpose of this tutorial. So like I said, you just have to input your domain name. That's the address of your website. You can see after imputing my domain name here, you can see all the extensions available. I have reweather.com, reweather.phone, reweather.host, reweather.online, and all other types of extension. It is mostly common to go with the .com extension, but in a situation whereby your your domain name is taken already, what you just have to do is to try to change the domain name to see if it's still available. So we are going to be going with reweather.com since it's still available. After you've gotten it this way, you just have to scroll down and then you click on connect to hosting, then you click on confirm order, and this will prompt you to a page where you have to come and create an account with Namecheap. And that's very easy. You just have to fill in your username, you fill in a password, confirm your password, fill in your first name, fill in your last name, fill in your email address, and then you click on create account to proceed with purchasing your domain name and hosting. Once you've completed the processes of signing up on Namecheap, you will be redirected to an interface where you have to come and input your payment details to complete the payment. So if I scroll down, you can see right here that you can either pay with a PayPal account or you pay with your account funds, and you can equally pay with a dollar card. So to do that, you also have to come and input the name of your card. You fill in your first name, your last name, your address. That's all of the billing details of your card. After you've done that, you also have to come to this section right here where it's written registering on behalf of a company. Now, if you are purchasing the domain and hosting to create this website for another company, then you have to check this section. And you can see when I check this section, it's going to show me a session where I'll have to come and impute the company name. But in a situation whereby you're not purchasing the domain name and hosting for another company, you just have to come and uncheck it. So you have to leave it unchecked and impute your payment details. Completed once you are done with imputing your payment details, you just have to click on continue to proceed with making the payment. And once that is done, you can then log into your cPanel to install WordPress for designing and customizing your website. After purchasing your domain and hosting, the next step is to install WordPress for customizing and designing our website. And to do that, we have to log on to cPanel. To log into your cPanel, you just have to come and click on the arrow here, then scroll down and click on dashboard. And when it loads up this very interface, you just have to come and click on hosting list. So you can see this is the domain and hosting we just purchased. Then you just have to come here and click on go to cPanel. So this is how the cPanel looks like. Then we have to scroll down. Here you can see where we have softwares. Under softwares, we have WordPress Manager by Software Clause. Click on it. And when it brings us to this interface, you just have to come and click on install. And here you scroll down. Right here on this session, you have to come and input an admin username and admin password. So this is the information you will always need whenever you want to log into the backend of your WordPress. So make sure these are informations that you can always remember: your admin name and your password. Once you are done with inputting your admin name and password, you scroll down, and then you can just input any of your email address right here. Okay, in case of backup, you can just input your correct email address here, and then you just have to come and install WordPress to your website. So you click on install, and you can see that it is loading. It may take 3 to 4 minutes before it's done with the installation. So you can see I've successfully installed WordPress for designing and customizing the website. If I should come up to this section and click on my blog, you can see this is how our website is looking like currently. So if anyone is searching for the domain name we've just purchased right now, it's going to show up this way. Now we have to start customizing this website to look more professional. To start customizing our website, the very first thing we have to do is to install a new theme to change the appearance of our website. To do that, you just have to head down to appearance, click on it, and here you can see you click on themes. So when it brings us to this interface, you also have to come up and click on add theme. Right here, you come to search for Astra theme. That's the name of the theme we'll be using for creating this website. So search for Astra. And as you can see, we have the Astra theme right here. You just come down and click on install. And once it's installed, you come down to click on activate. And now we've successfully activated the Astra theme. So we have to install a plugin that we'll use for customizing and designing this website. And the name of the plugin is Elementor. So to install Elementor, you just have to come down to where we have plugins. Click on plugins. And then click on add plugin. And when it loads up, you come here to search for Elementor. Then you scroll down, click on install, and then click on activate. Here we've successfully installed Elementor for customizing the website. Now if I come up to click on my blog, here you can see that the appearance of our website has actually changed because I installed Astra theme, but this is not how I want it to look like. So to get started with designing and customizing this website, what we have to do is to install a starter template. To do that, come back to WordPress and then come back to plugins again. Click on add plugin. Then you come to search for starter template. As you scroll down, you can see this is the starter template. Click on install now. You come down to click on activate. Now we've installed all the themes and plugins we'll be needing for creating and customizing this website. So to get started, we just have to come to appearance, click on it. And under appearance, you can see we have starter templates. You click on starter templates. And when it brings us to this interface, you just have to come and click on build with template. And here you click on Elementor because we've already installed it as a plugin. So you click on it. You can see that when it blows up, it's brought out many templates, and we have different categories here. You can see at the top we have the business templates, we have local business, we have personal care, professionals, personal sites, community, e-commerce and blog. So these are different templates that you can just import and start customizing, creating a business website for a restaurant. So what I will do is to get a template that is custom for restaurant. All right, so for me to do that, I will come to businesses here. So when I click on the drop down arrow, you can see we have different templates right here. We have agency, we have restaurants, we have hotels and travel, we have construction, and all of these templates. So like I said, I want to create a website for a restaurant. So I'm just going to click on restaurant. So this actually depends on you. You can select the category of your business. And here, when it opens up, you can see that we have different templates right here. And note that some of these templates are paid, like you have to pay before you get access to this template, but some of them are equally free. So, like these ones, you see premium, premium, premium. So, you have to pay in order for you to access all of these templates. But you can see this one, there is no premium. And here also, there's no premium. So, these are for free. All you have to do is to select anyone, and then you just have to customize and edit your information to fit, to suit your brand. So to do that, I'm just going to take any of the templates right here. So I'll click on this very one here. And here you can see that the template has successfully loaded. So if I scroll down, you can see these are the different sessions available on the website. What we have to do now is to activate this very template. Now you can come to activate the colors for your brand on this session, but don't worry, we are going to be doing that on Elementor. So what you do here is just to scroll down and click on continue. And when it brings us here, you scroll down and click on skip this step. So you just have to come here and input your name, your email address, and all of these informations to proceed. So you input your name, your email address, you come here, click on this drop down arrow, and you just click on beginner since it's your first time of creating a website. So you come here and click on this drop down arrow as well. So are you creating this website for another company, or you are creating it for yourself? So you can either choose my client if you are creating a website for a company, but if you are creating it for yourself, you just have to click on myself slash my company. Then you scroll down, you click on I understand, and then click on submit and build my website. So this may take a couple of time to load, so you just have to wait for it to load up. And you can see congratulations, your website is ready, and it took just 24 seconds to build. So you just have to scroll down to click on visit your website. And as you can see, this is how your website will look like after you've installed these templates. You can see it's very beautiful. So this is not what we want to be on our website. So we have to edit all of the information we have here. We edit the text, the colors and images to suit our brand. This is where we have to start the customization process for our website. So we'll be using Elementor for customizing our website. And Elementor is a drag and drop tool for designing and customizing website. If you look at the left corner of this our Elementor, you can see that we have different elements right here. We have containers, we have grid, we have text heading, images, and all of these elements are what you need for editing any type of website. Now, let's customize this very website to suit our business. I'll start by editing this hero session. You can see we have this write-up, a really good place to eat in the city of New York. So this is not the write-up you want for your business, right? So to change it, you just have to click on it. And here at the left part of the Elementor, you can see that we have this write-up here. So you can just delete this, the whole of this write-up here, and then you impute your own write-up. So you just have to impute your own write-up. I'm just using this for the sake of this tutorial. So you have to make sure you have something more meaningful than this. Now you can see that I've successfully changed the heading of the hero session, this write-up. So you can make it look more professional. I'm just using this for the sake of this tutorial. Get the best recipe here. So now you can also change the subheading also. Click on it, and on this section you come back to also delete it. Now you can see that I've successfully changed the heading and I've equally changed the subheading. This same approach you use for all of the elements on this section. So to change this particular image here, you come and click on this icon here and then come and click on style. You can see this is the image right here. So you come and click on choose image. Then you come and select image. So you have to make sure you already have all of the images you want to use for your website available. And you can see that I've successfully uploaded this image from my device. And then you just have to come here and then you give on this section of alternate text, you can just input the name of your website and then you scroll down and click on select. Now you can see that I successfully changed the image to the desired image I want on my website. So this is how you can just go about with editing and customizing all of the sections. Once you are done with changing all of this information on the hero section, you just have to scroll down to the next section. You can see what we have on the next section. You equally have to come and input your informations and the pictures for your website here as well. So you follow the same process. You click on the text and here you just come here, delete all of the text, and then you add your own text. So you just have to follow the same method, change this text as well, change the subtext. I'm just using all of these tests for the sake of this tutorial. So you have to make sure you have more professional text on your website. So once you've changed these, you can come here to change the images as well by clicking on the image. Then you click on choose image. Select the file you want from your device and then click on open. And once the file loads up, you come down and click on select. Now you can see that I've equally changed this very image as well. So you just need to follow the same process to apply all the images and the text you want to be on your website. So you are doing this using Elementor, just like I've explained initially. So you just have to follow the same approach to add all of the images and text and all other elements you want to be on your website using the Elementor, just like I've explained. Once you've added all of the information to the home page, you click on publish. And once you've clicked on publish, you can then visit your website to see how it looks. So if I open a new tab to visit our website, you can see this is how our website is looking like. The images have been changed. You can see I've also changed the write-up, which is get the best recipe here. And when you scroll down, you can see this is the image you just added. Just follow the same process to add all of the information you want to your website. Now, after you've edited the home page, the next step is to edit the other pages. We have the home page, the about page, the menu page. So you equally need to edit the other pages as well by inputting your information, your images and the content for your website, right? So to edit all of these other pages, you just have to come back to WordPress and click on work here. And when it loads up, you scroll down to where we have pages and click on all pages. So you can see these are all of the pages we have on the header section of the website. We have the about us, we have the contact, we have the home, we have the menu and all of this. So now we've already edited the home page. So to edit the other pages, let's say we want to edit the contact pages. Now what you have to do is to come and click on edit with Elementor. Now you can see all of the informations we have on the about us page just changes as well to what your brand is all about. You come down and also you change all of these informations as well, just like I did initially, and equally change all of these pictures. And once you've done that, you just scroll up and click on publish. So after you've done that for all of the pages, it means your website is ready. Then you can start sharing the links of your website in order for visitors to be able to access your website. I hope this video was helpful. Feel free to leave your questions and comments relating to this very video in the comment section below. I'm always available to respond to your questions and your comments. And you can equally reach out to us if you want us to design a professional website for your business. There's a link below this video. Click on that link to get in touch with us. So we discuss about how to create your website. We also have courses that can make it more easier for you to learn how to create your website as well. I'll also leave a link to all of our courses in under this very video. Click on the links to get access to our courses. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Always stay safe. Peace out.